How you guys doing out there today? This is Trey with Real Property Engagements, and never forget, alright? This is a commitment, oath, and obligation from me to you, alright? And today we're gonna go over bandit signs, alright? We're gonna go over the effectiveness of it, what to put on bandit signs, just marketing, people. If you got a small business, if you sell cookies, the world needs to know about it, alright? And you gotta crawl before you can walk. Okay, they're not gonna find out about it in one day, and they're definitely not gonna find out about it in a week or two. So you gotta spread your message consistently, and you gotta use many different platforms. One of the two main platforms is internet and actual on the ground work. Shaking hands, rubbing elbows, getting out there in the field, aka hitting these streets. That's what you gotta do, people. That's what you gotta do. That's how you get your phone ringing off the hook. Alright, so we're gonna go over bandit signs. And just kinda off the top here, if you're in the real estate industry and you're just starting out like me, alright, or you've been in it for a while, and you just want to generate more leads in your market, one of the best ways to generate leads in your market is to go ahead and put out bandit signs. Now the thing about it is you want to put these signs out strategically. Alright, you don't want to just go about throwing them anywhere, because you get a really good response back from the signs that can stay out the longest. Okay? And you know, the signs you don't have to go and replace right away, because these signs, they're protected, all right, and they just advertise for you while you're asleep, while you're out of town. Once you put them in that certain spot, you're fine for a while, all right. So if you want to attract motivated sellers, okay, one of the more traditional messages you can put on the sign is I buy houses cash. Okay, I buy houses cash money. Put some dollar signs on there and really emphasize to the people that's passing, this is what you do. You invest in properties, you buy homes, all right? You're gonna get all type of calls. You're gonna get motivated seller leads, you're gonna get investors that call you, you're gonna get other landlords, you know, who are investors in their own way. So be mindful, man. If you want that phone to ring off the hook, get you a Google Voice number, and make sure you do this, people. Okay. Now that's motivated sellers. Okay. If you want to attract cash buyers, you know, you got it's the funny part about cash buyers is cash buyers in the real estate industry don't just stop at the investor. Okay, cash buyers in the real estate industry don't just stop at the next guy who's trying to buy a bunch of property for a wholesale number. Cash buyers, people, are, in my eyes, split up into two groups. You got the guys that are landlords, you got the guys that are investors that are trying to call you and get property from you for a low number. Then you got the guys out there, or the people, the families, I should say, that are the ultimate end consumer. Okay? You want both of those people calling you constantly in your market, all right? You want a regular person, a regular mom and dad, a regular husband and wife to call you interested in this, interested in the properties you have with cash money, all right? And so one of the ways you can attract the investors, the landlords, the guys that got the money already, the big money, the big bucks, you can use these guys for wholesale deals. You can use these guys to resell property you already have. You can use these guys because these guys got it, all right? And then you got the other half, which is just the end consumer, the people who want to, you know, rent, all right? So how do you attract both? Okay, if you want to attract the landlords, you want to attract the investors, go ahead and put out a sign. Go ahead and put out a ghost ad. $34,000 house for sale. House for sale, $50,000. House for sale, 45K. All right. If you do that, you're gonna have a lot of investors calling your phone. You're gonna have a lot of people who invest in real estate calling your phone. Excuse me, guys. I'm gonna take a little drive by one of the places that I have a bandit sign up at. One of the spots. All right. Okay. We're gonna continue on this subject. Okay. So another way to attract the end consumer is putting up a sign saying rent to own houses, rent to own homes, and then putting your number on the bottom. This is going to give you the families who are in need of rent to own homes, right? Who are trying to rent to own, and these people are the end consumer, the ultimate end consumer. You don't really even got to worry about these people too much, because these people, you know, 9 times out of 10, they got good jobs. You know, they got good careers going already. So now all you got to do is just do more, you know, do more digging on them. But when they move into a house of yours, they're gonna 9 times out of 10 take care of it, because hey, it's a rent to own. Okay, they're not just trying to rent it, and then you're reaping the passive income. I love passive income. I'll take passive income any day over you know, a quick gain, a quick financial gain of, let's say, 10,000. I mean, I would love to make a scratch of income over time versus just one sitting 10,000. All right, so here it is, guys. Now, places to put these signs. You got to strategically place these signs. These signs are huge marketing tools. All right, so one of the places you could place these signs is intersections. All right, they get a lot of traffic at intersections. Be mindful of the date, you know, the weather, the time, because you know when the weather comes, it's gonna mess these signs up. All right, and I don't want you guys spending so much money on these signs. When you first starting out, don't spend all this money on these signs. All right, you know, go out there and get you a nice foam all white board. You know, it can be from Walmart, dollar store, wherever, and I'll show you guys here pretty soon. I think I got a board in my trunk, and get you a nice fat marker. All right, the biggest, fattest marker you can find, permanent, and write on the board. You know, go ahead and write on that board. You got to get your message out there. The whole thing about it, guys, is if you can, the more eyes that could see your sign, it's a numbers game. So if there was 1 million people, right, in this town, or if there was 1 million people just passing by, all right, or if there 500,000, or let's just say 100,000 people, all right, let's just talk numbers here, and out of that 100,000 people, 50,000 saw your sign. Well, out of that million, 500,000 saw your sign. Let's just think about the response rate. Let's just think about how many people that are going to actually call you. I mean, even if it was 50 people that called you out of that, most of those people, you know, with experience, you can convert those leads into deals, into money. You know, it's like you got cash calling your phone. Okay. All right. So let's be mindful. Let's be mindful of the effectiveness behind bandit signs. All right. Excuse me. Another place you can set these signs that I love, and I'm going to show you here, is small businesses. I have a really good relationship with a small business owner, and I actually got a couple good spots and a couple good relationships with a couple, you know, more than one small business owners, and I put my signs right in their windows. Okay, doing this is a combination of two things. Okay, I'm running away from dealing with the weather, and I'm also running away from dealing with the police in a bad way, because I'm a real estate entrepreneur. I'm an investor. All right, I'm not here to cause any commotion. You know, I'm not here to be a bandit, a wild running around crazy guy. I don't want to just put my signs anywhere. I don't want fines from the law. All right, and that's another thing I want you guys to consider. Take all this into consideration. Don't put your signs out there in bad spots. Bad placement is setting yourself up for, you know, it's just wasting your time. You see what I'm saying? You don't want fines. You want your sign at a spot where it could legally sit. Okay, until the weather messes it up or what have you, it can legally be there. All right, you don't want any problems with the law or anything like that. All right, guys, let's just remember that. So that's number 2. Small business owners put it right in their windows, and they get a lot of good traffic. All right, and your sign can stay there for a long time. So if you spent $2 on that sign, and you get that sign to stay in that small business for 2 months, 3 months, think about the numbers. Think about the eyeballs that are reading your advertisement. All right, and it was only $2 for crying out loud, people. All right, okay. So the next place I really love is home improvement stores. Go ahead and you know, put your sign right at the exit of the home improvement store. So maybe at Home Depot or Lowe's, go ahead and put your sign right at the exit, and things will be fine, guys. Don't worry. A lot of investors go there to see, pick up goods for, you know, their investment projects. You know, landlords go there and things of that nature. So you can probably put up, you know, I buy houses cash, or rent to own homes, or, you know, house for sale, 34,000, 50,000, and you'll get your phone to ring up. You know, you'll get your phone to blow up off the hook. Okay, so that's number 3, guys. That's number 3. A number 4 spot is haunted houses, aka abandoned homes. Okay, homes that look like they're run down, messed up, ugly, dirty. Put your sign on that property, okay, because your sign is on private property. And 9 times out of 10, you know, even if somebody comes and snatch it down or anything like that, placing it on an abandoned property, okay, you know, and you know, let's back up for a second. Before you put the sign there, try to find out who owns that property. So get the address down. You know, if you got access to the MLS, then you're good. Okay, if your friend has access to the MLS, you're good. You can just tell those guys the address. They'll be able to pull up all the taxpayers' history about the home. All right, and you'll be good to go. All right. And then you know, maybe contact the owner and let them know, hey, I'm putting a sign in your yard, or just try to get a feel of where the owner is located. Sometimes these owners are located, you know, way in a whole nother state, so it won't even hurt for you to put a sign right there in the yard. 9 times out of 10, when people drive by and see the sign, they're gonna think whoever put that sign up in front of that ugly house, has bought that house, so they're not gonna bother. And if they do, hey, they just take it right down. All right. No big deal. But it's a great spot, and your sign will stay up for a while there. However, it'll be on the outside, so you got to watch out for the weather, right? You can't keep it there forever. Just like how it's not going to be the same as putting it into a business. Inside of a business, you can put it on out, put it in there, and you're fine. Okay, another spot. So that's 4, right? It's 4 I gave you. You got to count with me. All right, count with me. Another nice spot, guys, that I would love to, you know, go ahead and put bandit signs, generally speaking. And this kind of is similar to the abandoned house strategy. If you have access to the MLS, and you could tell where all the good real estate activity is taking place, where all the deals are being made and things of that nature, all you'd have to do is put your sign up in an area where you know sales are high. Okay, so if you know, if you know a lot of deals are being closed in this region, go ahead and put your sign up over there in that area. You know, attracting either or, sellers or buyers. Okay, motivated sellers or cash buyers. All right, get your message out there, people. That was 5 ways right there. Okay, and as I show you one of my signs that I have at this business here, I'll go ahead and you know, share more tips with you. All right, so let me get out of the car real quick, and I'll show you guys one of the boards I have up at a business, and I'll also show you guys the size of the board. Let me get it out of the trunk and the actual board. So give me a second, guys. Bear with me. Real property engagements, checking in, commitment, oath, and obligation. All right. Here you go. This is about the signs you want to use, okay? All right. Stay with me, all right? This is about the size you want to use, you know, and this works just fine, all right, guys? Not that big. You can actually kind of get a nice little visual here. Horizontal, vertical, horizontal, it don't matter. Just get the message up and get it out there. All right, the faster you take action and do it, the faster you will actually get a feel of the results. All right, so check it out. Take a scroll with me and cruise with Real Property Engagements CEO. All right, CEO. Check it out. I spoke with a business owner, one of my close buddies, and he let me put a sign up right here. Rent to own homes. My phone been blowing up. Rent to own homes. That's free advertisement. That's me all day. All right? I ain't gonna lie to you. That's me. And it's awesome, guys. Like, that's what inspired me to even make this video. Because, like, it's crazy how the day I put the sign up, maybe 4 hours later, I got about a good 5 calls. My mind was blown. I was almost just like, man, I should have been did this, you know? Should have been started putting these signs up out here, man. Don't be scared, guys. Just go ahead and put them signs up, man. This is Trey checking in. We will touch back up on this topic, and we will go over more just strategies, people, placement. Okay, how many to put out? I think a good number would be about 50 a week. Okay, that's a good number. That's goal. All right, 50 a week, roughly 200 a month. Or you can go with 100 a month. All right, but if you're strategically putting these signs out, some are gonna last longer than others. Replace the ones that get damaged from all the weather and erosion, things of that nature, and just keep hustling, people. Keep hustling. You gotta work. That's the only way you're gonna have your phone blowing up. That's the only way you're gonna generate leads. If you want to be a real estate agent, if you want to be a real estate investor, that's the only way you're gonna get it, baby. If you grind, all right. So I want y'all, all my business owners out there, pick your head up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We only got one life, and we only got 24 hours in a day. All right. Our life isn't too long, and let's reach our goals here, and let's look up. Let's get it, baby. Real Property Engagements, checking out. This is a commitment, oath, and obligation from me to you. All right? Thank you.